Let's see how they got this far. First up, Pussycat meeting Smitzy and something. Pussycat, driven by David Gribble, nudging into something, and Smitzy was sent toppling. David and his dad Alan and Robert Bettington went through. Next up, we see hypno-disc's progress. Look at that fearsome spinning disc slicing across wheelie big cheese. And Ming 3 shaped like razor, but blunted there by the disc, and there again. And ultimately for the Rose family, it was a spin to win. The Arnold A Terminator team had before in Robot Wars entered a walking machine. This had a little bit more nip and tuck about it, destroying Wild Thing and Fluffy, but it was very, very close and went to the judges, and indeed a split decision, but it was Arnold A that went through. Splinter feared damage from Agrobot and Killertron. Killertron's lurid pink began to sink, and Agrobot also took damage from Stuart and Craig Wakeman. And it was Splinter surviving. Thermidor, one of the most impressive robots we've seen in Extreme. Too strong for Behemoth. Out of the arena. How do you follow that? This is how. Stinger went out too. Watch for the lobster. In comparison, X-Terminator looks rather ponderous. Don't let that fool you, though. They were too strong physically and too well controlled for Panzer VIII and Cataclysmic Variabot, the last of our finalists.
In Buckinghamshire, Arnold Terminator.
The Terminator team in the middle there, Ian English and his family. A box on wheels with the glowing red menacing eyes, an axe hammer weapon. The lifter acts as a Sremek. Arnold A is back.
From Costassy, Norwich, Norfolk, Thermidor 2.
On the right, David Harding and driver Ian Harvey. The most impressive performer in Extreme so far. The pneumatic CO2 flipper is devastating powerful. The claws will drag opponents on. And with 95 kilos slamming into you at 50 miles an hour, the Thermidor's cooking.
From Gloucester, Pussycat.
David Gribble driving on the left-hand side, his dad Alan behind him and Robert Bettington. The cat's litter, anything chewed up by the patented Pussycat blade, agile as a cat, 14 miles an hour top speeds, a grand finalist in the last series of Robot Wars.
From Thorpe Marriott, Norwich, Splinter.
The Splinter boys far right, Stuart and Craig Wakeman. A semi-finalist in Series 4, looking for revenge against Hypno-disc, fast at 15 miles an hour, a pneumatic axe weapon and grabbing arm.
From Belmont, in Hereford, X-Terminator.
The X-Men, Marlon Pritchard and Paul Lewis on the left there. A Series 4 semi-finalist, the quickest here at 18 miles an hour. The axe alone weighs 37 kilos. It has a Sremek, the whole thing driven by a 24-volt motor.
From Middleton Cheney, Banbury in Oxfordshire, Hypno-disc.
The Hypno-disc Rose family in the middle. Big, nasty disc, twice as much power than the last series. It's slightly heavier than before. It hits you at 75 miles an hour effectively. The shell's aluminium and mild steel. And the house robot thrown into mix and match. Shunt with the bulldozer scoop and the diamond edge. Axe powerful, resolute. And Matilda, pugnacious, pug ugly, pig-headed.
Roboteers, stand by.
Thermidor and certainly Hypno-disc would be the favourites for this, but look for Pussycat as well, immediately on the attack on Arnold A. Also Splinter underneath Arnold A. There's Hypno-disc backing away, crunching on an X-terminator. There's X-terminator with a big blade being pushed around there by Thermidor. Arnold A again under pressure from Pussycat. Pussycat spins away to have a go this time at Splinter. Splinter in on the frame as well. Hypno-disc backs away. This is Thermidor. Hypno-disc thrown up on the top of X-terminator there, and Hypno-disc taking pressure from Pussycat. They're all off to Hypno-disc. Early on there's Arnold A with the axe coming down on Hypno-disc. It's Bash-a-disc. That's the game here. Look at this. They're all off to Hypno-disc. There it flies up first of all. Comes down. There's the axe going in on of Arnold A. Pussycat involved as well. Thermidor trying to get the grips. right in the middle. Thermidor's being pushed away to the CPZ. That's a good drive there by Splinter. Our Thermidor immobilised. They need to get going very, very quick. But 200 weights to the top of your screen. There Arnold A coming in now on X-terminator. This is a very good display by Arnold A. X-terminator on the top of hypno-disc too. Hypno-disc, have they been immobilised? Brutalised by the sheer force of enmity by the rest of the arena. Hypno-disc is going nowhere at this moment in time. Being pursued by X-terminator and Splinter. Very good display by the Splinter team here. Crashing and bashing, taking on X-terminator. Hypno-disc and the Rose Boys drive away, but Thermidor is being broiled. Well, that is a major surprise for me, and Hypno-disc cannot get any space there to have a run and get the blade into action. Poor old Thermidor never got going at all. And for me, the surprise of the show so far. Here's Splinter, bottom of your screen, and there, Arnold A. They've been brilliant. That was one of my favourites. What's happened to my lobster? Oh, dear. The world's your lobster? It ain't. You're just a prawn in our game, I'm afraid. And Hypno-disc has done little better. Another attack on Hypno-disc by X-terminator. The ref box in to count Thermidor off. I think they're as surprised as I am. And there's our first faller in this Annihilator. And the others survive, but only just, and they know it. This is Arnold A. Terminator, Ian Inglis in the middle there at the controls in the red. X-terminator with 31-year-old Marlon Pritchard on the right. There's Pussycat, followed into the arena by Splinter. And Hypno-disc, of course, property of the Rose family. And our two house robots for Annihilator round two. Singular lot, all glaring eyes, crushing claws and spiking lantern. Tension! The sergeant's on parade with his fiery timber, and he's hot under the collar.
Musketeers, stand by. 3.
Here they go again then. Immediately you've got X-terminator there, bottom of your pitch. Oh, Hypno-disc has got away. They've learned to stay out of trouble perhaps after that first bruising dust-up. And Pussycat's in a little bit of trouble. X-terminator tries a side-on collision with Hypno-disc. This is Pussycat and Splinter. We've seen very little of the cat. They're currently rating one of the best two robots in the country. They're keeping out of this a little bit. And Splinter Boys again in the thick of things. Here's Arnold A2 bringing the axe down in devastating style. Pussycat slams on the Splinters. Bulldoze, bucket, stoop and bounce away. X-terminator again trying to rock and roll against Hypno-disc. That's Splinter taking on Pussycat and charging him into the corner. And Arnold A doing Batman Pussycat, thrust into the corner this time by Splinter, and then comes Bash. Look at this, is a good drive by Splinter, pushing Pussycat into that corner. Pussycat's blade was turning, but no damage was being caused, and Bash is in there, and they're all trying to have a go now. But Pussycat, and someone has released the arena pit button. It's started to descend, and someone's going to go down there any moment now. The Splinter Boys have once again been very, very impressive. Hypno-disc this time has stayed out of trouble, and everyone seems to have wanted to go up Pussycat, but now, again, Hypno-disc is under pressure from Arnold A. Gets away, side slam on X-terminator. Little damage again caused to Hypno-disc. Oh, look at that from Arnold A, the great, powerful axe. And Hypno-disc thinking, well, I better get into the thrust of the action here, just in case it goes to a judge's decision, because I haven't done a lot, and X-terminator's axe was extended and took a long, long time to come back down. I thought they might have been in trouble. They're okay. Pussycat in the middle there as well. Splinter has been magnificent in this Annihilator so far, and Arnold A. And Hypno-disc now has been plucked by Sergeant Bash, and the claws. The disc hasn't rotated at all, Hypno-disc. Twice as powerful as in the last series, they told us. But here in Extreme, it has just not got going. In came X-terminator with a little nudge on Bash as well, and then the axe down on Hypno-disc. And the Rose Boys, Derek and Dave, who's the driver of the machine, simply have not got moving. That's Pussycat being slammed onto the arena sidewall by Splinter. There's Arnold A with the glaring eyes, and Hypno-disc trying to get away again from trouble. Arnold A slamming into the sidewall and trying to axe our angle grinders. Unwise. Plenty of movement out there again. Pussycat trying to get in behind Splinter, and Splinter's pal, it seems to me, Arnold A, is seeking retribution. The Splinter team have been very consistent with Stuart Wakeman and his son Craig, the driver. Pussycat just to spring out of the top of the picture. Again, all the pressure on hypno-disc. Can they respond? There once again in the middle here. And under enormous pressure, as is Pussycat. It really is take on the favourites, isn't it? And let's all have a disco. That's what they want out there, X-terminator and Splinter. And X-terminator has got a claw onto the disc itself. It may have punctured the disc and therefore be able to lift it up in a way. They certainly seem to have impaled their axe there. X-terminator on the top of hypno-disc. Now they're free and can get away. This goes to a judges. I think hypno-disc will be in real trouble. Mind you, are X-terminator moving? Are X-terminator moving? Are they immobilised now? Is there a problem here for the X-terminator team? There are problems for X-terminating. Goes the red bot. They're being counted out here, X-terminator. After so much promise, Marlon Pritchard is being counted out. That's a disappointment. And a second of our robots has fallen in the Annihilator. It's X-terminator this time. They've gone. Which means, of course, kill a lot, and the others can have their fun. Oh, extra punishment for X-terminator, no! Slightly in the wrong place for the floor flipper, but they're flipping well out.
Roboteers, stand by.
The ref bot checks, and we wait for the green light. There it goes. And the robots in action immediately. Pussycat more aggressive at the start of this one, it seems. Straight in on the side of Arnold A-term, and they got in the pits. We heard how much damage they were sustaining. Splinter, ooh, the arm nearly got caught by the Pussycat blade there. Hypno-disc is again fairly immobile. They lack some sort of motory power in all of this, I'm sure. Splinter seems a little bit cagey. Pussycat slammed away there by Arnold A-term, and Hypno-disc is going nowhere. There goes the arena buzzer. There goes the release button. It was Splinter releasing the pit. Down goes the pit. I think the roses know. Look at the faces. They know they're going down. So we're about to lose our second favourite here for the Annihilator. Terminal went very early on, and Hypno-disc are about to go now. They're on the left. They won't survive, and it was the cat. Oh, and it's just afterwards. But it was Hypno-disc who went in first, and Pussycat will survive. Will it be Arnold A-terminator who goes? We've just heard from Steph Inglis and that lovely thought about teamwork and that horrible Splinter. Or the Pussycat to go. And our two house robots here, Matilda with her spinning, thrashing, buzzing flywheel, and Dead Metal, scorpion-like in shape as deadly, bigger, and yes, nastier.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
We are green light for go, and Splinter on the attack. A little nudge on Pussycat. Gonna have to rock the cat, though. 97 kilos of Pussycat out there. And already Arnold A is confident enough to press the pit release button and goes in on a drive on Splinter. Backs away. Pussycat can run either way up. Hopping and bopping. Straight onto Splinter, though, the cat. And onto the angle grinder on the side of the arena wall. Well, who is Arnold after here? Ian and his wife Steph and daughter Holly, the tactical expert of the team. Splinter holding on to the Pussycat boys, using the axe to try and get some sort of hold. They broke away, though. No one has yet gone anywhere near that pit. Splinter, oh, the cat on her side, but almost uses that painted pussy blade as a 3-mech mechanism to right itself again. And that's what they've tried to do a couple of times to this Annihilator. Try and slice off one of the side arms of Splinter. Have you noticed that during the show? Again, it's Splinter and Pussycat. Arnold A looks a little bit sluggish in catching up at this moment in time. Maybe more damage than first thought to that 750-watt motor we heard from Ian Inglis. That's splendid stuff, though. Arnold on the attack with the great hammer blow coming down, the axe and the hammer combined. The Pussycat team, David Gribble, one of the best drivers in Robot Wars. And under pressure from Matilda, there you can see the Arnold A team. And Arnold A coming in with the axe blow on the back of Pussycat. The ref bot having a check. Is the cat okay? Is the cat stuck there on the angle line? No, they're away. Matilda's tusks rise and fall. Splinter keeping out of trouble. Pussycat coming back. This is a very close battle here. Only one survives. The Pussycat squeezed between the two of them. Look at the red eyes of Arnold A. This is good driving by Pussycat. There's the attack on the back of Splinter. Damage caused. Then they squeeze between the two. This is a much better display here by Pussycat. Oh! And did you see any damage there to the back of Splinter? I think I did. Pussycat back on the attack again. I think they buckled the actual machinery of Splinter, the armory, and they're going on the attack again on Splinter. And if they got to the electronics, I think Splinter have been immobilised. Arnold A on the attack on Pussycat. Somebody's up to the blade. It buckled, it's come off. Pussycat are without the blade. And if that is the case, they are very, very fortunate. There it is, there's no blade. That Splinter are going to be counted at any moment. Look at this. It starts to buckle there and bend and break. And off it comes. No blade on Pussycat. But as I said before, Splinter were already being counted out by the ref bot. Pussycat toothless. Arnold A, the favourites now to go on and win it. Arnold. But it's Splinter beaten. And Matilda and Dead Metal coming for the gory end. Arnold A, for me, champion-like performance on the evening already. Flipper, flipper, flipper. That's what they want. Away goes Splinter and out of the competition.
Roboteers, stand by.
Arnold Terminator, the key figure, Mum, and the Pussycat team.
3, 2.
Stay tuned for more battle-hungry robots on Tech TV.
We are green for go again. Oh, what a great onslaught by Pussycat straight in the midriff of Arnold A, which has taken damage throughout the evening. Pussycat have paced themselves magnificently. Slow start, but they stayed away from all that trouble. It saw off Thermidor, saw off Hypno-disc. They spin, they're on two wheels, they come crashing down. Why? A lick of flame from Bash there in the corner, and also, as Bash came out, so the axe came down right on the corner there, behind one of the tyres. I think they're okay, Pussycat, they're on the flame pit. They're nimble, they're away up to 14 miles an hour, the quicker of the two robots, the lighter of the two. There's young Holly Inglis, 11 years of age, learning to play the violin and the recorder. She likes making lace. This is a little bit more brutal. The Pussycat team out there. Oh, we don't need our weapon. We can beat them anyway. That's not the way it's turning out to be, though. A little dig of the Arnold A axe again. Up and down, rhythmic motion. Pussycat away. Trying to turn to get the blade. In on Ian and Steph's robot. Steph controlling one part of the robot, Ian Inglis. The driver and the lifter there, the Pussycat boys. David at controls. Alan Gribble is dad. Robert Pettington in there, the weapon operator. On the arena sidewall. Very close, this one already. Bang goes the axe. Pussycat again driving on to get that circular saw into the heart of Arnold A. To cut off control maybe to the axe weapon. Is the circular saw working? Is it spinning? Let's see if we can get a closer look as they go head to head. The saw's not moving there. The axe certainly is. Up and down. Is it hitting the target? I think it's just glancing blows here. I think you're actually, it looks worse than it is. They're missing with the axe coming down by the side of Pussycat. Not into the body of Pussycat. Pussycat using brute strength. The blade wasn't working. There it is now. It was spinning again. There it goes. Look at that. So maybe they were caught on Arnold A. Oh, that was a great, strong lunge by Pussycat. As Arnold lost some mobility. It's on the very, very, very close side flank to Sergeant Bash as well. Needs to get away there. Arnold backing into the arena centre. Pussycat gives chase. Trying to get underneath the axe. Oh, the axe almost picked Pussycat up. There's an embrace of the two robots, hugging each other. The saw can't snap the arm of the axe weapon on Arnold A. This is a really good battle, isn't it? Very, very close. Both of them aggressive, both of them well-controlled, stylish. I don't think there's been a great deal of damage caused if it goes to the judges, to be honest. Style, control and aggression, though. Not a lot to choose between the two of them. Pussycat onto the side again of Arnold A. Is that a little bit of a buckle at the back of Arnold A? Did I see some damage there? Too sure if one of those sort of faulted prongs has been buckled. Maybe that will be significant later on. Oh, the saw! Trying to get him to slice through the coupling device there on the side of Arnold A. Pussycat backs away. Very important for Pussycat to have a run to get maximum thrust for the blade. Arnold A tiring at the end here. The ref bot has a little look. So does David Gribble. Big Robert next to him. Trying to maybe slice through that side arm again. It's not a tactic that's going to work. They're smiling through all this. Well, brilliant to get this far for Arnold A, because no one thought they would, to be honest. They went beyond Wild Thing and Fluffy in their mayhem on a judge's split decision. And they've romped through to this late stage. And indeed, it goes to a judge's decision. But that was a battle worthy of an Annihilator final.